Hi, it's Jess here from Nigezza Creates. Thank you for joining me today. And I'm working on this again. So this should be the last bit that I'm doing. Obviously I've got to sew the signatures in and I wanted to put something on here. And in a previous video showing you how to use some ideas for my documents journal, I made these pockets and I thought that that would probably be nice on there. Liked that idea, so I thought that's what I might do, and I'm thinking that I might just pop in one of the tags I made. I think that goes really nicely with this journal, so yeah, that's what I'm doing. So that is quite quickly decided there. So yeah, I might stick something on that to decorate it. Let's have a little look see. Some of my wee bits that we might put in there for a little bit of decoration. Could be a tuck. We could then tuck something in that. Quite big, that, covering her up, covering her pretty face up. Maybe don't want to do that, so maybe stick something a bit smaller in there. Yeah, I think we might do that, Jez. Yeah, right, so it's already done. It just needs the glue-ins. The glue-ins going on, so I'm going to do that now. And then I'll put something on that side, yet to be decided. Got some nice envelopes, plenty of glue, probably too much, so stick that there. That, my idea for these documents, the kit that I made, was so that it could complement and go with any sort of vintage themed journal that you make. And here I am demonstrating that very thing. There we go. Stick her in there. I might stick a bit of glue on that. So it don't get caught. Put the hot glitter on, Jess. Stick it down. Dries clear. Dries clear and click. Click quick. There we go. Marvellous. Yeah, she's nice. Just aye. Just stick it out there. And then we'll just looking at what else we've got here. Oh, we've got this little blue one. It's upside down. Stick that on. And then we can stick something in that. I think I like the blue. I think I might put some brads on that. And if I thought about it, which I didn't, I could have stuck it through the actual thingy, but I didn't, so there we go. That's that. So we'll just do a little poke in there, eyeballing. That'll do. That'll do. Literally just put them brads away. I am struggling with my fingers. Not unusual. There we go. And let's turn it round slightly so that they can come let's push that down towards there. There we go. And they won't be seen. There we are. Give it a bit of a bash. Give me hammer. And that's grand. Yeah. And then what we're going to poke into it, I could leave it as like a belly band, and then that pokes in, but we can push it down so she's not covered. Yeah, could do that. Yeah, we might do that. So now then, if that's going to go down there, oh, I can come down there a little bit. Go down there so that middle bit's covered. Yeah. Super. That was a easy peasy lemon squeezy decision. Done there, like that. Now what we're going to put on there, we do have these envelopes. Just wondered if I do that on the side there, that would work, wouldn't it? Yeah, could do that. So we could stuff something in there, but also have it holding. Let me tags, maybe not that one. Oh, should go nice. She's a bit big. Maybe I'll chop the bottom off that, make her a tad smaller, stick her in there. Yeah, let's do that. So we need something to go in that envelope, some sort of vintage something. So I think I might have a scrap of ledger somewhere. No, that's vintage ledger. Here we are. Scraps of vintage ledger. So we've got this blue one. Will that just fit in there? Yeah, it will. You fold it a bit. Fold that down. Stick it in. That'll be fine. So you're going to go over like that. You need a paper clip. I don't remember where I put them. but I managed to find it really quickly. Put that in there, and we were going to chuck her in there, but was going to just chop her down a tad. Because I think she is a wee bit too big. So chop that off. Around the corner. Ink it up. Get a bit more ink on that. There you go, perfect. And I just put that in there. That is that's that done. That wasn't a very hard decision to do. So now we just need a pocket on the front, and I thought I had one made up, but I don't, so I'll just quickly do that up. So where's my ruler? I haven't unpacked everything from my little trip away, so things are all over the place. So just go along where the lines are. These are part of the journal, documents journal kit. They've got the ephemera in it. Or you can buy the documents on their own. There's a few bits in with it, but the journal pages and ephemera are in the journal kit. Because I know that I can make my own ephemera from bits of paper. I don't need them ready done for me, although it is quite handy if they are. So, you know, some people have bought both kits, some people have bought one or the other. So I backed these onto book pages because I didn't want to waste the prints, the test prints that I'd done on copier paper. So rather than print them all again on me 120 GSM navigator paper, I was just thinking of the planet, just using what I had to hand. Right. Set that down. Do I need to? Might just trim that a tad more now that it's folded up. There we go. So we'll just do a bit on the corner there and on the corner there, just to hold that down. that's ready to stick in like it. So we need to ink that a bit. It's got a bit of inking on it, in that when I made it, it had inky edges, but just want to add a bit more. There we go. Yeah, stick you down. There we are. So I do like to put the letter from the bookmaker in here, and then I'll put something else as well. Does she fit in? Is she too big? Oh no, she actually fits in. Although I might lob a bit off the bottom because that's sticking over the top quite a bit. Yeah, so we'll do that again. Just forgetting what I wanted to do then. I'll give you some big roundy corners. Yeah, it's a bit better. Got her in there, and we'll have the letter from the bookmaker, and then maybe a little bit of something else. Just looking at what I've got here. Stick something else in there. Yeah, quite like that. Just checking what else I might have. You're a bit big, aren't you? Yeah. Love you, but you're a bit big. Should we have that? Or something a little bit littler. Stick that in. And that in. Maybe that. Maybe that. Stick this like a pocket. And then these I didn't back on the back of. I just give them a little age. There we go. Right, so now we just need to sew in the signature, because that's pretty well done. Right, I'm going to clear everything away and get everything I need for doing that. Right, so I've got everything I need, and I've got my little template. I made this right at the beginning. I just wanted something. I wanted to make sure, because the zip comes down to there and down to there, so I wanted it to be in this bit, so I used this little template here so that I can make my holes in this bit. And I have made my job a little bit hard then for transferring that to here, because it's not in the centre. Tint in the centre. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a template for all of this and have that positioned in the right place. Right, so I've got this here. So let's trim this down. So we have trimmed the book height down to 6 3/4. So just gonna get myself a little strip and put it that way at 6 3/4. So that's the height of my book. So I'm just going to fold that in half. There we go. Right. So that is, yep, the height of my book. So what I want to do, yeah, is if that was like that, that is there where I want it to be. They're going to get sewn in like so. So do that the other way around. So that's going to be there. That's the centre. That's centred there. So we can now see where these holes are that I've done in my template. Just make sure at the centre of that. Yep, it's on my creases. So going in there, going in there, going in the centre. There. That's what we're doing. So to line this all up. You may find it easier, take all the ephemera out. I'm just too lazy. Too lazy and a bit more confident maybe. I know lots of people they get to this point and they're a bit scared, and I have to say, for this project I feel that, but mainly because I've never done one like this in a book like this, so that's the main reason for me being a little bit scared. Right, stick you there. So the holes are quite far in. So let's stick you on. Right, so they're nicely together. So take my awl, got the hole there, and with it folded, I'm going to push through, and so it comes out on the crease nicely, does it? And then up there, on the crease. Thank goodness for that. And on there. Cooking on gas. So we've got them done. Leaving that together, I am going to now, this is the bit that's harder, I think. I'm thinking I'm going to use this big one. So we've got a zip there to kind of see where the middle is. Yeah, I think that's what we need to do. Actually, no. I do need it to be this one because I need to know where the centre of this is. Right, totally thinking out loud, but I can kind of see with these holes where the top and where the bottom is. So that I can see where it's going in terms of that. Right, so we want to be down there a bit. I'm kind of eyeballing where the journal's going to be. Right. And that is where that's going to be. Fold it over a bit. Yeah, so we are going to go in there. Put something to poke in there. Yeah, that's where we're going. Stick the over right over there, yeah. Worth taking the time to do this. So this template is, I'm looking to see the distance there and there, making sure. Right, so I need to bring this up a little bit, like that. That's in there, yeah. That's where we're going. Make a hole there. Make a hole there. Make a hole there. Now, can we see the holes on the other side? Ish. Right. There we go. Right. Thread, please. Got some thread. Nearly at the end of this, but I have bought a replacement, so that's okay. That. So 3 times a lady. 1, 2, 3. So the slightly smaller one, please. Did it. Right. There we go. Right, so we'll go in. Going in there. Yes. I'm going to pull it through. And I'm going to poke it poke it in there. This bit's easy. There we go. So now I'm not worried about pulling it tight for the moment. Let's get that end through. There we are. Want to make sure you don't come out. And I am going to this is the only difficult hole, it's getting it in this one. So as I remove the awl, kind of going in, yes, in the same place. Pull you through. There we go. And then we'll go through here, bending it slightly in the hope that the needle goes all the way through. Yes! Round of applause, please. Right out there. Right. So now we can pull a bit tighter. If I pull on this, it's gonna pull the threads up. So pull that there, pull that through. We can tighten up afterwards, but that is that. Up there. Right, I am gonna, normally I go back through the middle, but I think in this case I'm gonna go through the top. It's the other way of doing the pamphlet stitch is to go through the top hole, and I think for this one that is going to be easier. So find the hole and then push it through. Right, taking these off now. Because that's making it a bit more difficult. Let's try and get these holes all matched up. Did it that time. There we go. Pull you through. So we're all very loose at the moment. There we go. And that there. So that is, I say, all the threads are very loose. So I'm going to do a bit of tightening up now. So I'm going to pull a bit more through there. So I'll pull that up a little bit. So then this can come through a bit tighter. And then we'll pull this one a bit tighter. So now I've got a bit more thread on there. Now what I'm going to do is, whilst I'm at this point, is see, are we in the right position? And it looks very much like we are. Right, so we're all right. I'm quite satisfied now. So now what I've got to do is go in through that middle hole, and we can see where it is because there's thread coming out. So we want to go back in. There's a bit of me that thinks I might have made a new hole there, which is not the plan. There we go. That's out through that hole. go through the centre to come through the middle. Oh, I did it except I split that thread, so move. There we go. Cooking on gas. There we go, marvellous. This is the first time I've done 3-hole pamphlet slip this way. Now that got a little bit of split thread there, so we'll just pull it through. Just a tiny bit there caught, so I want to separate them. There. See, not the end of the world. And then we put that on the other side. Right, so we're all juicy loosey at the moment, so we need to tighten things. So let's tighten things. So that, pull that. Pull it through that way. Pull that way. Pull that way. I think we're all right. Be nicely tight there. Yep. Nicely tight there. Yep. So now we'll do the double knot. And there's a bit of me that's thinking, I preferred that. Now, I would normally use these and hang beads, but we can't do this in this. So I might just tie a wee bow. Or no, or not actually, because that would be bulky. So what I might just do is cut it like there. And do some little discs on them, but let's see how we've done first. So there we go. Just go through and just check all of those, that looks nicely done. Yeah. So that is that. We've got some ribbons sticking up here, so I might just cut some of these ribbons a little bit shorter. You could come down a bit, but we could still cut you off. You're all right. Oh, marvellous. And that's quite unintrusive there on the back. So that's it. That's the sewing in the signature and putting the last little bits in. It is quite tight, but it's bouncy, and it's worked. Nice little contained bit. I think sewing was a really good idea. And yeah, so I will bring you a separate flip through. Might have bunged a few little extra receipts in, and there we are, it's done. I'm not going to do anything to the outside because it's just pretty, and it's something that you could have lying around and somebody might think, oh, that's a pretty purse, and then what a surprise when you open it and it's a journal. You can't see when I do that, but look, works well. Works well. Oh, I'm so pleased. Right, see you again for the flip through.